Okay, so just continuing off of the point from the last part. The thing
Wait,
with
there was a
the
point in the last part?
yeah, we're talking.
Just play along with the conversation.
Okay.
Just for clarification, we're basically talking about how a lot of the stuff in this game is kind of ludicrous, and it kind of makes sense that it's been like non-canonized, I guess.
And then
I
I brought up Proxy as an example that Clement made.
Yeah, I will. I'm kind of iffy on that because I'm not entirely sure. Like some of the stuff that happens in like these two games are absurd. I will say that, but the thing that I remember hearing that Starkiller is basically what Luke could be at like his full potential, and I feel like stuff like Proxy and all that stuff is ju- is what is it that helps Starkiller to just become like absurdly powerful because Vader basically turned him into nothing but a killing machine more or less, where like he was basically just designed to just kill Jedi pretty much to have this droid that will basically just try to kill you any chance he gets will just naturally make you want to get stronger and stronger and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, like, Clement's point was it's not so much the fact that like robot that makes you want to get stronger and all that and all that. The point was more so how ludicrous it was.
Oh
Oh,
my!
God, not again. Wait.
I can't make it back.
The point the point was more so towards the point was more so towards the fact that why if how could you like if you can make a robot with those kind of functions like he can pull out the programming and pretty much fight just like the Jedi and all that in the data bank. Oh god. But it's more so the fact that like he not only can he do that, but like he can even use the force powers. He can like make lightsabers out of his ass basically just suddenly.
That's fair. Yeah, I can get that. I don't think it's like I
Like
don't
why
think
not just
that
make a whole army of that then?
for I don't know. That is a fair point. I do think it's a case of like it is like really impressive that Proxy can do that, but I don't think it's like meant to be anywhere close to how powerful like the original user's supposed to be.
It's not.
But I think in terms of like why don't they just make a bunch of them? That's never brought up. I can spitball and say
Because
like
it would work too well.
I mean that too.
Well, I mean, they're droids, and like I don't think they like Proxy is still programmed ultimately to do his job of kill Star Killer. So I doubt like you can I doubt they'll have some kind of like
Build 10 of
uprising.
them, stick them in
No,
a rebellion site, and then
it's
just
not.
give them the orders of quell rebellion.
I think in terms of I'm trying to think about this like off the top of my head, but it might be a case of either it's like crazy expensive parts that like just like making maybe making a bunch of them would just not be feasibly realistic, or it could be a case
Death
of
Star.
or well, that's the thing though, that the Death Star took like so many resources to build, and like it was planned like for years, and it took like forever
Death
to
Star
make.
2.
Probably the
Yeah,
same thing.
what about the second Death Star that they were working on in episode 6?
I mean,
Okay, Palpatine's an idiot. Okay, let's be fair.
I mean, regardless of the Death Star 2,
The finances of making 10 hyper-advanced robots that are basically pseudo-Jedi that follow the Sith Lord's bidding.
I mean, the
Yeah,
thing with
even if they can't be ever on the same level.
I mean, the Death Star 2 was also not finished as well, so
Well, it was just unfinished because we got in the. Well, they were unfinished because the heroes got in the way.
Well, yeah, I get that, but still.
And it was half done, if not more.
It would have been done. It would have been done obviously if nothing happened.
Right.
And the cannon worked.
Yeah, the cannon worked.
And most of the defenses.
But yeah, the going back to the proxy thing though, one other thing that it could be is that it could just be a case of being undercover, and like if you had like
well, maybe specially made that only Vader knows about.
Yeah, exactly, something that only Vader knows. Because I feel like it might be a case of like if we have like a bunch of these things around, Palpatine will probably get suspicious and look into it, and eventually find out Starkiller's a thing and be like, yeah, no, I'm like gonna cut this operation.
Well, okay.
Also, Vader's dumb.
No, not really.
Well, I mean,
He
okay.
has some serious lapses in judgment.
Are we allowed to talk about about the story stuff, anyways?
If it's relevant to this topic, I guess.
Okay. Going off that, because like it's pretty much real at the end that like Vader and the Emperor know.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's all a ruse.
Right. Well, I mean, it's I don't know. Like,
So
it's hard to say. Like,
if it's all the ruse, then like of course the Emperor has to have known about proxy.
I mean, the thing with that is that you even if that is the case, like it may or may not be now. It's definitely clear that that's the case later on. But even if whatever the case, you do need to like keep up appearances. Like you can't. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I guess
That's a weird weapon.
Get the point.
That's a weird weapon for a lightsaber.
Yeah.
The older I get... Go on.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
The older I get, the more I kind of understand why George kind of like expanded universe stuff is on its own secondary level of canon, just so they wouldn't have to step on each other's toes too often.
Yeah, EU got pretty ridiculous. I mean,
By the way,
Han Solo fought an otter. Let's remember this.
let's
Tell me
talk
about Han Solo fighting an otter.
Talking about what's on screen now, Harry, didn't you tell me that this is arguably the hardest boss in the game?
it's definitely up there. Yeah, this guy is relentless. He has a lot of fast moves, and
He's also really fast because of the legs.
yeah, his combos are just way faster than you are, and it's kind of difficult to get a combo to land on this guy.
It's very inspired design as well.
He is highly susceptible to the lightning, though, isn't he?
I think. I don't know.
Well, he's definitely reacting.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
it's
all the like Jedi Council's like chairs and whatnot. We pretty much just.
I know. I think I know which movies were his favorite.
It is excuse me. It is an interesting design. It's nice to see what Star Wars can do when it's not constrained by limits of reality, basically.
Yeah. Oh god.
Not now, Joey.
Never.
Okay, that's this. This is as long as you don't get like punked by this thing too much, it's actually kind of a godsend when he sends you this because it does give you a lot of health back.
Oh
Didn't I
right,
fight that in
beating
Skyrim?
any enemy restores your health.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just spam this.
The combo, this strike, this flash, this strike, this.
Yeah. I don't know, like, in terms of, like, ridiculousness, I like how the lightsaber is, like, being really weird right there.
Yeah, seriously, it looks like a look at it, it looks like tape, it looks like paper.
Yeah. In terms of, like, just, feasibility and how realistic this is to be in, like, actual Star Wars canon or whatever, in terms of just Starkiller on by himself, I don't think it's entirely outlandish to see like if a Jedi's like at his full potential. I don't think it's completely outlandish to expect this kind of power, because Starkiller was basically trained his whole life to just be, again, a killing machine, and I feel like something like Fallen Order is the complete opposite, where you're just a complete noob, I guess, which makes things...
Cal was basically a Padawan, he just had to go into hiding.
Yeah, so it's like, the difference between the two games is, like, just by nature of, like, how the characters came to be, I guess, because I do think both Starkiller and who's his name?
Cal.
Yeah, Cal in Fallen Order. I do think they can both feasibly exist in the same world.
Yeah.
Although I will say it's definitely a lot more feasible that Starkiller could even hold a candle to the Vader.
Yeah. And I think I could be wrong, but I think there's backstory of how Starkiller and Vader, like, sparred a lot, which kind of makes sense that Starkiller actually manages to beat him at the end of this game.
I taught you everything I know, basically.
Yeah.
And then sent you out to get actual combat experience.
I love these quick time events because like the lightsaber is clearly not supposed to be in shot here, so it's just really weird looking.
I mean, just
yeah,
look
look
at
at
they've chopped your legs off like 5 times.
It's like,
yeah, again, it looks like paper.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. We know that lightsabers are just glorified energy baseball bats.
Good lock on, by the way.
It's really hard to like actually time that, yeah. Because like you can't just spam the button.
What do you mean I can't just spam?
Yeah, and it's like it happens so fast.
Are you implying that there's some degree of skill required to play video games?
Yeah, right. Now, realistically, that should have just killed him.
Realistically, both of you should be dead 10 times over.
Yeah.
What is it, video game?
Yeah, right. I guess one strategy, well not strategy, but one tip I guess, for like boss fights like this, and like big mooks in general, is that when they're on the ground, go up to them and just stab them. You can do that by just pressing the lightsaber button near them, and that does like a crap ton of damage to them immediately.
I can't watch the screen right now.
I think it would also hurt if someone put a plasma sword through my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but health bars.
So, are you still having video issues?
This is something that comes out in fantasy RPGs with half-decent DMs. On the one hand, I have all of my health because I'm well rested and I haven't been in combat. On the other hand, I took a jar of acid to the face.
I missed that.
Now, supposedly the DM's not completely vindictive, they won't kill you flat out, but that's gonna hurt regardless of the fact that it's 1d4 damage for acid.
Yeah.
It's the balance of narrative and game mechanic.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in a video game because it unbalances the game.
Yeah, it's this thing with Star Wars, like specifically, is that like you have to design it in a way that doesn't make you just be able to just one shot everything, because at that point it's just not challenging.
Just putting the red crystal back in because he doesn't like Carrie's weapon choice.
My master, Kazdan Paratus, is dead.
Then there is but one more test.
I'm ready now.
No. You've defeated an old man and an outcast. You must face a true Jedi.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Is everything good?
Master
Yes, it's good. I had to mute myself, and I hate that because. Ugh.
Reasons.
Mm.
the dark side to defeat her.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? We're actually going after a Star Wars character. This is Felicia, right?
Felicia, yeah. You saw this planet for like 5 seconds in episode 3.
Just as we've practiced. Do not
Oh, right, where, I forgot her name was.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Ada Secura, I think.
Let me fight.
Yeah, I actually remember, you know what I remember about, this planet specifically? It was, I think it was the first the real level in the original Battlefront 2.
While we live, the Order survives. I cannot allow you to be.
Because, you know, has anybody ever played the original Battlefront 2?
I think Joey has.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Original?
like PS2, Xbox, and all that.
Beat it.
I loved it.
On stream.
Yeah, I loved that game.
She hasn't been.
It's like 4 hours long.
It was a good game.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Force be with you.
Better than modern Battlefront 2.
Well, I heard it's a lot. I heard the game is a lot better now, despite
Yeah.
the obvious issues.
I have played it since I've played the beta.
Like, apparently they fixed some like things, but I don't know.
They even from the video Rob showed me, apparently even brought back Outpost and the Conquest mode.
The Conquest mode is in the game.
I haven't
Strong
played
in
it
the
in
Force.
a long time, so
To talk about that game briefly, it is a
Are we talking about
subpar shooter, but
the original
it does
or
have
about
the new one?
yeah.
Battle Front 2.
A Jedi's hand is at work.
It is a
where's that video?
subpar shooter with some really nice graphics and actually a really good mechanic that I want to see in the next Battlefield game.
What mechanic is it?
Okay, so, as you're alive, your kills and hits and things, you gather points. You can use these points to purchase things like special weapons and tanks and other vehicles. Rather than, yes, there are 2 tanks and you've got 300 people on each team, good fucking luck.
That was good, right?
Here, I'll put. Apparently, they even add bots to the ground level now.
I haven't seen that.
I'll leave a video in the I'll leave a video. I'll leave a video in the AFK chat.
As for the original Battlefront 2, that game
This is the video that Rob showed me.
And it doesn't take 5 months to respawn if it gets destroyed.
Oh yeah, that's the video Rob showed me. So,
Right.
I did go in with a grain of salt, though. Because if I'm ever gonna get the game, because I'm gonna either wait for big sale, because EA,
Right.
or B, used.
Yeah. It also takes up a
I got it
bunch
for free because Game Pass.
it also takes up a bunch of space, so.
Yeah, big, chunky boy.
You know what okay, since you guys are since Joey's an Xbox player, have you ever played Republic Commando?
Yes.
They actually added elites now.
Yes, I know you can play as commandos in that time zone.
They even did the Delta Squad like animations and such.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
It is really cool. I watched a playthrough of Republic Commando. The fact that they acknowledged it was like actually really cool.
Oh, is the Scrappy having things happen right now? What's going on?
I'm willing to, after watching the video, because Rob has praised the game in its current state, anyways. Especially since they got rid of the pay to win system.
I'll give Battlefront.
I'm not saying I'm forgiving him for that. I'm just saying because it's obvious they just got rid of it because they had to because of all the backlash.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like I'll give Battlefront 2 EA credit in the sense that I did enjoy the space combat. I thought that was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, the guy in the video still said like that's still probably the best part.
I mean, that's like one of the best parts of Star Wars, period, so I'd hope they get at least that correct.
I'm willing to give the game a shot, and if like I can find it used or when it's on sale, even though like it's at a fair enough price now. Actually, as of May, I believe last year, I think the game got its final update.
Battlefront 2 EA.
Yeah.
I didn't know they stopped supporting it.
You know, there is still like apparently there are.
I mean, yeah, but I mean like updating the game.
Right. Apparently though there are still microtransactions, but apparently it's pure cosmetics now and nothing more.
Okay, if it's just that, then I guess that's fair enough.
I mean, you can still become brokenly broken in the game on multiplayer.
Well, because star cards is still a thing.
Yeah, because the star cards, and it's an awful mechanic.
Right.
Apparently, although apparently they're not as bad as it used to be.
Whereas the weapon differences is just how would you like your gun for this class to handle?
How would you like your guns today?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, do you want a fully automatic weapon? Do you want a 3-round burst weapon? Do you want a single fire weapon? Do you want it to work best at long, medium, or short range?
For what I saw, they have whole updates dedicated to various eras of Star Wars. Like, there's a whole thing dedicated just to Clone Wars.
Yes.
That's cool. Also,
like you can even use Ahsoka.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Like, just seeing the Clone Wars thing actually kind of made me smile a little bit.
Mm. Yeah.
You can play as a droid hacker, and that's all I've ever wanted.
Master Destroyers!
Poor Slug Man. And it's gone. Oh, God damn.
I do this.
The music.
I do this a lot.
Listen to the music. It's just like,
if you have to do this, maybe there's a problem with the game.
No, I mean it's
you're jumping down a lot. I noticed it.
Yeah, I think the reason why I do stuff like this is that I don't know if I necessarily want to cut all this stuff out, but it's also taking way too long, so speed up. That's my answer.
If you're standing in the same spot for like 20 minutes, cut it. But if you're doing something like this where it's just a case of walk up a level, fight 1 or 2 enemies, walk up a level, fight 1 or 2 enemies.
Well, he was also falling down a lot, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fighting on small platforms with the fighting style of this game, which involves a lot of jumping.
You think? Oh, you should. You should. Oh, it's like what? It's not like it's Kingdom Hearts 1 bad.
That's different. It's different gameplay.
Well, I'm just saying because fighting on small platforms.
Quick question, back to my point about the glowing baseball bat. How did that guy block a lightsaber with whatever that primal sword?
Okay, I think there actually is a lighter explanation because I think it was like these guys are actually stronger in the Force.
That wouldn't be relevant.
Well, like, wasn't like Shakti also had something to do with it? Because there are certain metals that can block lightsaber, aren't there?
Maybe. There's probably like some.
If we're
far in between, but
the shock staffs, I think that's just because they output power in a counter frequency to the standard frequency of a lightsaber.
Something like that. I mean,
so it's more like it's vibrating at the opposite frequency of the kyber crystal.
Yeah, I do remember. I could be wrong, but I think George or someone did go out to say like the weapons that Joey's talking about. were specifically designed to withstand lightsaber strikes. So...
But also, like in Clone Wars anime Clone Wars, it was shown that lightsabers have cut straight through the middle of those staffs.
Hmm.
Because it's only the
Unstable, right?
tips where they've got the power surging through them where they're effective.
That thing looks like it's about to explode.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, it's unstable. It's cool though.
Yeah, I like this.
I mean, I like it more than the compressed.
Yeah. I do like how there's a bunch of different types.
Speaking of cosmetic kind of things, I do like how Starkiller actually changes his outfit for each planet.
Yeah. There's also a bunch of different... we've already talked about this in like part 1 or 2, but there's a lot of different costumes you can put on, and I'm not even talking about like the story-specific ones. Like,
So what you're saying is Starkiller wears a dress.
Oh, that reminds me. In the Wii version, I loved putting in a bunch of like stupid DLC codes because you can like. There's one where you can make Starkiller would it's literally just a model swap where he just turns Starkiller into like Juno or Proxy or Obi-Wan.
Have we actually reached the part where cheat codes are now referred to as DLC codes?
Shut up because that's the unfortunate truth.
yeah.
It's like the only time like Overwatch. It's like the only time. It's like the only time in recent memory I can think about that's like the exception is also also at the same time not an exception because I'm thinking about CTR Nitro Field with Penta. Not again.
I don't know what I'm doing.
1 minute.
Because okay, what I'm going
really nicely.
anyway, but what I'm going at is because like. You had to unlock Pentic Penguin with the unlock characters cheat code,
Yeah.
but from the original game. But at the same time, that's just a for legacy reasons.
Yeah. It's so stupid looking.
My God, man, Scrappy was getting bonuses before. I fear what he's like now.
Yeah, Harry.
Oh, what happened there?
What was that?
Time speed increase.
What was that last thing that happened before it stopped? Like seriously.
I think it was just a bunch of force pushes, but it looked like a bunch of mini explosions or something. I have no idea.
Harry, what program do you use and how do you actually make the zoom occur?
The zoom in? Oh, the speed up?
Fast forward.
Well, I think when I was editing this, it was Adobe. I use, what was it, like, DaVinci Resolve or whatever nowadays. And if you just right-click the video, there's like a change playback. There's just a change playback speed option.
By the way, I just noticed, when 28 minutes when I pulled up the video for the first time, Joey said first in the comments.
Oh my god, what?
Perhaps.
Look.
Wow, good. That is quality. Also, it's just fun to just go unlimited power with the lightning sometimes.
Well, I mean, a game like this is supposed to just be one big power trip.
Yeah.
I was half open. Oh, there we go. There's the lightning.
Yeah!
My timing was off.
Okay. I think it's near the end of the part. No, we've got a few minutes.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
Okay.
Good.
Good, better, or I'll do something about it.
I do
You dream about cheese.
I do find it kind of fascinating when like one of the movies like shows off a planet for like 5 seconds, like in this case with Felucia, and like they get a lot of mileage out of it in like spin-off material.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Actually, speaking of which, never mind. Speaking of in a way, One of the DLC levels is the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, isn't it?
Yes.
Because in the Wii version of the game, I believe you go to the Jedi Temple several times.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up at some point. Like, you do go to the temple in the Wii version, and it's actually like a lot different compared to this game, I believe.
Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're even going there for the same reason.
Hmm.
I know a few scenes and such are like really different in the Wii version compared to this.
Right. I do actually.
Bye. The heck? I saw him glitch. I saw like jittering for a second. You saw that?
I think that's because of the lightning. But,
Oh, I Rancor.
yeah, you find a bunch of these guys, but what is it? What was I saying? I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, what?
Wow, 10,000 points. Did that imply someone's keeping score?
I don't know what tonight's commentary. I got added. I don't know if tonight's commentary continues to the next video or not, but I may have to retire after part 4 ends. What do you want to do another part after this, or?
It's up to you guys.
Oh, I mean, it'd be kind of like anticlimactic if we just stopped in the mid level.
I do think I end up dying here.
I'm fine. Rancor's gonna throw a thing at your back, isn't it?
Out of context from the commentary, if we do stop, then I'd say it's fair.
What about that thing in the center of the room?
4 in the morning.
That's true.
Not again! Fucking hell. Not tech issues, just possible health issues, Scrappy says.
Do we? Okay, I can. I'll stop the video recording.